What do you think about
कोकेन?
नहीं कोकेन तो कोकेन वैसे किया है तूने कभी?
तू मेरी नाक चेक कर ले आके।
अभी थोड़ी लगाओ
मेरी नाक में आके बैठ जा। We are the digital prostitutes of the entertainment world. We have to show up every week. देखो वरना YouTube हमें पैसा नहीं देगा। सर मारो मत, अपने को कल धंधा करने का है सर। जो लोग कल तक कह रहे थे ईवीएम हैक है, वो कह रहे होंगे आज ईवीएम हैक नहीं है। जो कल तक कह रहे थे ईवीएम हैक नहीं है, वो कह रहे होंगे आज ईवीएम हैक है। जो कह रहे थे हिंदी बेल्ट चूतिया है, वो आज कह रहे हैं हिंदी बेल्ट यूपी, राजस्थान, हरियाणा। But the people are retarded. ओ सवाई ने बोला है ना, तो बैठ के फिर करना पड़ेगा। मैं भी FBI हूँ। जोगिंदर तू भट्टा है भाई, क्या करूं, फेक इमेज भी तो बनानी है इंटरनेट पे।
Since ये मेरा गेस्ट है, I am trying to say what Prakhar is trying to say. So a lot of things coming out of
भाई
so a lot
ये
of
कैसा तू
people
भाई
are
मेरे
watching.
मुंह से क्यों गाली दिलवा रहा है?
तू unhinged है भाई। I'm so yeah.
मैं ही unhinged हूं, किसी को बुला के गाली थोड़ी देते हैं भाई।
And we gotta do it something like this.
Welcome Prakhar भाई, the OG. Finally we connected.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. भाई बहुत टाइम से देख रहा हूँ यार मैं तेरा content. Highly impressed. Always wanted to get in touch with you. And finally, shout out to Abhijit. He put us in touch. And
don't make me say things about Abhijit.
Same here. Wait till his podcast with me drops. You know how things are going to.
Oh yeah, he's the most toxic man in the Indian internet space.
this sweetly the most toxic man. The words that he has used in the podcast, I have noted those down, and I'm like कि अब किसी से बहसबाजी होगी ना, तो मैं intellectually ऐसे मारूंगा।
भाई तो फिर तू मेरे पास क्यों आया है? ये तो मैं सिखाता हूँ। अभिजीत तो गाली देना सिखाता है भाई।
भाई सीखना तो ये तो स्रोत हो ना तुम इन्फॉर्मेशन के मेरे लिए, दोनों तरफ से जहां से आ रही है इन्फॉर्मेशन वो ले लो। आजा
स्रोत में।
आजा स्रोत में। भाई ये सही किया तूने, मेरे को एनिमल याद दिला दी यार। क्या सीन है ये आजकल, ये सिग्मा अल्फा टॉक्सिसिटी मैस्कुलिनिटी, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस थिंग? क्या हो रहा है ये?
ओके सी, जब आप when you talk about cultural phenomena, और कभी भी कोई word अगर if it's too complicated, if I use it in a way, just ask me. If you talk about cultural phenomena, there is always a historical movement that sort of leads up to this place. ठीक है? तो this idea of masculinity, and a great symbol to analyze when you think of the idea of masculinity, in fact two great symbols to sort of discuss when you talk about the idea of masculinity are Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate. Yeah. And both of them are similar but very different. And both of them come at two very interesting points in sort of the cultural history of the internet. ठीक है?
Right.
Both of them are contemporary speakers. Both of them are super viral. And both of them are super viral for saying things that are fairly obvious. Andrew Tate has a more sort of toxic blade to him. Jordan Peterson has a more mature fatherly swing to his words. ठीक है? Now, why is this moment so important in masculinity, at least in the Western world? Well, you can make an argument that sometime during World War II, you can go back a little bit before, universal adult suffrage करके एक movement हुआ था where women wanted the right to vote. And उससे पहले women weren't given the right to vote, which is kind of absurd if you think about the principles of democracy and such.
ठीक है.
That led into feminism, first wave, second wave, and right around the time World War II is happening, all men are fighting. And all industries are being led by women. Right? All production, all steel, weaponry, all of this is happening under female oversight. And the conspiratorial angle is right after that, people realized कि यार, we might want to keep women in the workplace. And so there was a larger, जो पहले लोग फेमिनिज्म के साथ इतना मस्ती नहीं कर रहे थे, for economic reasons they were incentivized to do it. Then you have the birth control pill come about, which allowed women into the workplace even more, right? Hygiene products and birth control pill. And what that eventually led to is a place where the very places that were predominantly masculine, जहाँ पे एक आदमी culturally socialize होता था hyper masculinity के rules के हिसाब से, वहाँ पे female started competing. Now, this, fair or not, created a feminine push in otherwise masculine places. The conversation between masculinity and femininity emerged more and more. I often say there is this principle called the Bechdel principle of analyzing cinema and art, which is there are three very simple rules. If Kabir wants to check, one of them is, are there two women, or do they talk to each other? Do they all have a name, and do they talk about something that is not a guy in a movie? So like if there's two women with a name who talk about something and the subject is not a man, and most movies still fail that test because movies are made by men and it's a very masculine gaze. So the point is, you can make a reasonable case that female representation was important as far as global discourse was concerned. You can also make a reasonable case that it went out of hand to a certain point where arguments were passed off as universal wisdom, like men should cry. Maybe men should cry. Maybe they should not cry. Really. As important as it might be for men to cry, it might be very important for men to not cry at all. Right? And so what started happening is, we had a few generations, maybe our generation is one of them, that was raised under the complete guise of feminine masculinity. जहाँ पे एक हमारी masculinity को लेके उसके सारे जो rough edges है ना, that make men men, वो हटाना बड़ा ज़रूरी था. या ज़रूरी था नहीं तो ऐसा हुआ because you know of the nature in which sort of historical events transpired. और उसका pushback is what appeared in Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson. Now, if you look at it, these things coincide with a few other very interesting cultural movements.
Right.
2001 के बाद, in the Western world, particularly in America, which dominates Western discourse,
right,
you also have a very solid wave of new atheism. Right? Which is, religion is bad and religion causes more harm than good.
Yes.
And so you become a godless society. And you can displace the conventional idea of God from the hierarchy of values in your head कि भाई क्या important है कि उसमें से तुम भगवान निकाल सकते हो लेकिन आपको कुछ रिप्लेस करना पड़ता है. और largely लोग उसको रिप्लेस करते हैं वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में विद hedonistic, pleasure driven, capitalistic, money spending, you know, all these outlooks. But उससे सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होती. Capitalism is not a perfect substitute for religion. And so you need dogmas. What can you question? What can you not question? और उसके साथ feminism had a role to play in that, right? Parallelly, also you have what is popularly called in these circles as the communist takeover of Western academia. That Western academic thought was taken over by everybody who did not go fight the Vietnam War. क्योंकि वो लोग colleges में रहे, वो वियतनाम fight करने नहीं गए, and that also percolated in a certain way in this equality principle between men and women, fueled the feminist sort of conversation. And then finally we have the bastard of communism and capitalism, which is wokeism. Right. Because
which
wokeism is not...
we are dealing with.
Yeah, wokeism is not just a communist, source that eventually transformed into something else. Wokeism is also capitalism because it's a wealth transfer device, right? And all of these things led to a place where the questions around gender are completely blurred. We don't understand what gender is what. And even though people will privately admit to being very confused about it, publicly they dare not say anything. Although I will say we are at that point where even that is going away. It's being phased out. Like people are getting very public about that sort of situation also. But you know how things get around businesses in this. So all in all, bro, I think a series of cascading cultural events led to the place where masculinity had to be discussed more openly. And we can go historically and stretch it out, right? Wars were not needed. Since 1945, you've not needed wars.
Yes.
So there was no place for like sort of hyper-masculine expression. War is a place of hyper-masculine expression. Good or bad is a separate question. I'm speaking not morally. I'm speaking not to justify. I'm speaking to explain. And so this is where this sort of masculinity discourse comes from. Because if you listen to masculinity discourse, after you listen to it, it's pretty obvious.
Right.
कि भाई हाँ यार मतलब बात तो ठीक ही कह रहा है.
जो भी एग्जैक्टली जो भी बात है. अब एंड्रू टेट जैसे तूने कहा था, इट्स अ ब्लंट स्वॉर्ड, राइट? वो एक चाकू की तरह चल रहा है, ठीक है, और वो काट रहा है लोगों को. एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई हैव बीन फॉलोइंग जॉर्डन पीटरसन, आई हैव बीन वाचिंग हिम. मैं कनाडा मूव किया था 19 में, एंड जॉर्डन स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग अबाउट कि भैया ये हमारी स्पीच में C14 या C17 is the C16. C16 is the bill that he used to talk about back in 2014 and 16. 2014, 2016 he started talking about. Yeah. Right, he started talking about it back then, and ever since then till now, everything that he has said has almost come true. At least in the academia here in University of Toronto, University of Calgary, which has now led to the Israel-Palestine thing getting into the whole woke culture and people not knowing things and still joining the protests over anything. It could be over anything. It's not only Palestine or Israel that I'm specifically speaking about here. But मैं टोरंटो में 5 साल से रहा हूँ. I've seen pride parades where जहाँ 50 साल के आदमी लिटरली नंगे बच्चों के सामने घूम रहे हैं. तो ये सारा का सारा जो तूने बताया, इट्स प्रिटी मच बैंग ऑन एज टू व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, राइट? और मैस्कुलिनिटी का डिस्कोर्स, व्हाई एनिमल created such a big uproar was pretty much because of this.
No,
right?
actually, not just. I'll tell you what. Animal was also like an empty bullet, right? So it's aiming in the right direction, but it's doing such a poor job at aiming in the right direction that what is happening is people are trying to push back. They're trying to challenge the idea of masculinity when all they have to challenge is the execution of the idea of masculinity. And तो वो क्या कर रहा है? Suppose मान ले तू critic है, तू बोलता है बे भाई masculinity this that. मैं बोलता हूँ अरे तुमने masculinity के बारे में कैसे बोल दिया? और उस पूरे process में when the execution supposed to be challenged, the idea is being questioned and discussed. So the conversation keeps raging on. जैसे कहते हैं ना, what is the word for it? इसे bait farm engagement bait. It became an engagement bait. Because if you really watch the movie, right, I was very excited to watch it. It was a very interesting break from regular Indian cinema.
Exactly.
And like first half was still fairly bearable. Second half was like, ho kya raha hai bhai? The fuck are you doing? Like,
right.
Why is this so super animated and just completely bad on the story front? So it was it was just like, bro, what the fuck? Right? It could have been done so much better. And no offense to anybody, like Sandeep Reddy Vanga tried his best probably. But yeah, it became an engagement bait, bro.
Right. वो एक कट अवे था, जैसे तूने कहा कि यूजुअल बॉलीवुड मसाला से people had not seen so much gore happening, people had not seen so much toxicity in a male character before, although this was happening. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो रियल लाइफ में भी ऐसी चीज़ें करते होंगे. That's the whole point, and now it's been put on the screen. What do you think about 4 more shorts like shows like 4 more shorts?
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it? मत देखिए man.
No, I'm generally very disinterested in cinema. Like I don't have a lot of bandwidth for it. I do want to come back and talk about alpha male, sigma male, and such because they're different. Sure,
sure.
So this is your conventional alpha male. Alpha male leads from the front, war general, right?
Right.
Fighter persona, right? Provide, protect persona, all that stuff you can see. The sigma is somebody who's not an alpha because, from my rough understanding, right, does not claim anything, does not speak very loudly, but is powerful in a silent fashion. And you know, I was introduced to these terms beta, alpha, sigma, or at least beta and alpha way before this Andrew Tateism happened. When Andrew Tate appeared, I don't know if you ever cared to listen to his dating advice. It comes from a specific
I've just
source.
seen the reels.
Yeah. So Andrew Tate used to give a lot of dating advice for which he got into trouble. And the source of that dating advice is common, and I had come across a few of those videos when I was a kid, right? And the one thing I realized from sort of understanding the metaphysics of that world is if you have to claim you're alpha, you're not an alpha. And if you have to call yourself a sigma, you're not a sigma. It just works like that.
It
right?
just works like that. Absolutely.
No alpha male charges in saying I'm alpha. Or like overtly tries to, and you can see this when guys try to show that they're alpha. All of Delhi is exactly just that, dude. None of them are alpha. Right? So
right. Good example, yeah.
So this alpha sigma concept is extremely botched and completely misunderstood. Although there is a very important, relevant conversation around proper masculinity that we need to have, because the pain of men is completely under discussed. Right, like men,
and has always been that. For millennia, it's been like that, right? Pain of men. अब तो कोई भी ले ले, war times पकड़ ले, ठीक है? Let's take 2 of the biggest wars, which even generation right now would be studying in schools, World War I and World War II, right? A lot of people got drafted. तूने US में time spend किया है, right? I have friends who have moved from America to the US, and they have people in their family who are still going through PTSD. The survivors of the war veterans.
Very different story, by the way, PTSD. Because I feel like there is some chemical angle to it. In the American army, they're doing
100%, bro. 100% there is. तूने लाल सिंह चड्ढा देखी है? Have you seen that?
No, but it's about Forrest Gump, ना? हाँ.
Forrest Gump. तूने Forrest Gump देखी थी ना?
हाँ, Forrest Gump.
तो इन्होंने पूरी पिक्चर में क्या किया? So I was the only one to call it out in my review. जब लाल सिंह चड्ढा आई तो हुआ क्या था? फॉरेस्ट गंप में टॉम हैंक्स का जो कैरेक्टर होता है ना, उसको अमेरिकन मिलिट्री में भर्ती मिलती है मैकनमारा प्रोजेक्ट के अंडर, I don't know if you know about it or not. मैं तेरे को बताता हूँ. तो there was this general called McNamara. Right, I'm forgetting his full name, पर उसको नमैरा बोलते थे उसको. तो उसने एक प्रोजेक्ट किया at the helm of the Vietnamese war, Indo-American Vietnamese war. इन्होंने क्या किया, इनके पास now they had started losing a lot of men on the front. तो अब इनको क्या करना था, इनको स्ट्रेंथ दिखानी थी और इनको men यूज करने थे एज बॉडी बैग्स. तो बस भेजो, गोली खानी है ना, गोली रोको उनको, अंदर आने से रोको, तुम अपने बॉर्डर्स को पकड़ के रखो वियतनाम में. अब इनके पास, अब इन्होंने ड्राफ्टिंग कर दी, कॉन्स्क्रिप्शन लागू कर दिया, ठीक है. अब कॉन्स्क्रिप्शन के बाद भी इनको शॉर्टेज हो गई. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, मैकनमारा ने बोला जितने भी बच्चे हैं ना 15 से 21 साल के और वो मेंटली चैलेंज्ड हैं, जो वॉर के लिए फिट नहीं है, एंड दोज गाइज कैन बी एग्जिस्टिंग ऑन अ स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ डिसलेक्सिया, ऑफ डिमेंशिया, ऑफ वट एवर इट इज़, राइट. कोई भी मेंटल प्रॉब्लम है उनको लाओ, और अगर वो इतने एबल है ना कि उनके हाथ पैर चल रहे हैं, उनको पता है कि हाथ पैर मेरा कहाँ जा रहा है, राइट. बिकॉज डिसलेक्सिया और जो भी है तेरा, ये एक स्पेक्ट्रम पे एग्जिस्ट करता है. सम पर्सन कैन बी कंप्लीटली आउट ऑफ वैक. तो भाई इन्होंने क्या किया, इन्होंने उनको ट्रेन किया 1 हफ्ते के लिए और इनको वॉर फ्रंट पे भेज दिया. And this led to huge and massive casualties. And these guys, these platoon of guys, mentally disturbed guys who were sent out to war, they were called McNamara's idiots, right? तो लाल सिंह चड्ढा इन्होंने चेप तो ली वहाँ से उठा के यहाँ पे. अब ये इन्होंने इनको मेरे को लग रहा है इन्होंने इतनी रिसर्च ही नहीं करी थी, क्योंकि इतना बड़ा ब्लंडर इंडियन आर्मी कभी नहीं करेगी. इंडियन आर्मी जो कोड ऑफ एथिक्स है इंडियन आर्मी का, राइट, इट्स वन ऑफ द टॉप इन द होल वर्ल्ड. हमारे देश में कंस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है, ड्राफ्टिंग नहीं है, जबरदस्ती वॉर पे नहीं भेजा जाता. तो अब कंस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है तो ये तो भूल ही जा कि मेंटली डिसेबल्ड बंदे को कैसे वो लेके जाएंगे. तो इन्होंने वो पूरा इजेक्ट ही कर दिया स्टोरी लाइन में से, स्क्रीन प्ले में से, और उसको अब उसमें आमिर खान जो है वो मेंटली चैलेंज्ड है, जैसे टॉम हैंक्स होता है फॉरेस्ट गंप में, एज सिंपल एज दैट. पर वहां पे इन्होंने वो चीज़ देखी ही नहीं, एंड दिस इज हाउ द इंटायर मूवी टॉपल्ड ऑन इट्स हेड. कि तूने फेयर इनफ, तुमने बहुत अच्छी कोशिश करी, तुमने वहां से ये पिक्चर उठाई, बनाने की कोशिश करी, सब कुछ है, बट तुम्हारे बेसिक्स अबाउट द इंडियन आर्मी इज रॉन्ग. और ये एक ब्लैक ऑप्स था, विच ब्रिंग्स मी बैक टू द PTSD पॉइंट. यहाँ पे केमिकल एंगल इन्वॉल्व है. विच वॉज दैट फिल्म, देयर दिस वेरी, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग, कबीर एक बार नाम चेक करियो, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग दिस नेम. तूने देखी होगी, सुनी होगी प्रखर उसके बारे में. इट्स अबाउट अ गाय हु कम्स बैक फ्रॉम द वियतनामीज वॉर एंड ही स्टार्ट्स hallucinating. PTSD इतना जबरदस्त हो जाता है, by the end of the thing he completely loses himself. टैक्सी ड्राइवर का नाम सुना तूने? Taxi Driver was also dealing with the same thing. He was a
Taxi
Vietnam
Driver,
War
I think,
vet.
is more loneliness and
More
sort
loneliness
of psychosis from loneliness.
Psychosis from loneliness वो होता है, and it comes Jacob's Ladder. Yes, Jacob's Ladder. ये film check out करियो. It's a fantastic film. How they chemically inject you and you would not even know कि हो क्या रहा है. Even in the post-traumatic treatment centers, how they are being fed a lot of medications और कैसे चल रहा है. So जो ये जो पूरा मेडिकल ब्लॉक है अमेरिकन, दैट्स व्हाट आई कॉल देम, मेडिकल इंडस्ट्रियल ब्लॉक, दैट्स व्हाट दे कॉल देम. ये इतना डीप रैबिट होल है. इफ यू कीप डिगिंग आउट, अमेरिका हैज़ बीन इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ प्रॉब्ली वन ऑफ द मोस्ट नंबर 1 कंट्री जो सबसे ज़्यादा वॉर्स जिसने करे, राइट. सो व्हेन यू आर फाइटिंग, व्हेन योर मेन आर फाइटिंग सो डैम मच, there would be a lot of PTSD. To deal with that PTSD, there needs to be a lot of medication. And if that a lot of medication is coming, where is it coming from? That's coming from the medical industrial block. So you are stuck in a vicious cycle of putting men on the front and then putting men in the hospital. And this is never going to stop because the wars are never going to stop. It's as simple as that. So yeah, तू सही कह रहा है PTSD वाला. The whole point about the PTSD thing is pretty much chemically driven too.
It's my suspicion.
Sorry, at this question.
It's my suspicion.
It's pretty much based on hard data too. If we go out digging the data कि हाँ भाई इस पे data क्या है, you would find a lot of things. A lot of people on Joe Rogan's podcast have been very vocal about this too. A lot of war veterans and a lot of Navy SEALs have talked about this as well. और PTSD के जितने भी तो records देखेगा, people who have been actual war veterans and actual alphas. So these alphas are looked upon as कि भाई ये war से आए हैं, and then they should not be crying because because he's an alpha. He's a Navy SEAL. He killed 100 people, so he cannot cry and stuff like that. So then again, coming back to the whole point, कि the lines of masculinity have been so much blurred that अब इंटरनेट पे जो बंदा masculinity को देखता है, रील आती है, सिग्मा है, ये अल्फा है, ये है, तो वो बच्चा कंफ्यूज हो रहा है. Don't you think so?
I don't know. मतलब I can't put myself in the shoes of somebody who's not introduced to this.
That's true too.
Maybe हो रहा है confused. Maybe हो रहा है, but bro, like the deepest lessons a person is going to learn is from their own life. right? Like these are mental models. The way we learn is, okay, I see something kind of interesting, I create this outline in my head, and then I try to live my life, and sometimes you might make the mistake of trying to fit that outline too hard, trying to accommodate the real world in all its variation very hard into concepts you have in your head. ठीक है? But hopefully you can do the reverse, which is you have these outlines but you're not married to those concepts. You're not like यही सत्य है. And this is the sort of humility I think in India most people automatically have because they're genuinely not that well educated. They're not so caught up in their own trappings. But I feel like that is a humility we must walk with regardless. Life is going to teach you a lot more than concepts will. And concepts post hoc are great. After life has taught you to label that and put it in language, all these ideas are super interesting. But the risk of having all these concepts and no life experience is you try to fit life too hard into these concepts. And then you end up fixating, is one way of putting it. You end up over squeezing a concept. Isko Taleb calls this the Procrustean bed. Procrustes was a innkeeper, एक hotel manager था वो, और वो क्या करता था? He wanted to create the perfect bed, so he created a perfect bed, perfect in the sense of size and shape. And then anytime a guest came who was too small or too big, he would either cut them short or stretch them out big. And this is how we often lead life. And it goes back to something you were saying about data. See, data has this very weird nature to it because numbers sound so accurate, but they can be told in a language that can fit any purpose.
Right. Cherry picking.
And so you can create a Procrustean bed out of any fact. समझ रहा है? Using numbers, you can literally create a Procrustean bed out of any fact. Right? So, yeah, this is a Procrustean bed situation that often happens with people because their ideas are too fixated. And they look at everything from that lens, and that's just not helpful. There are several layers of analyses in life. Each situation has many, many layers, right? And you'll see this with, for instance, and I don't want to get too hard into this, but politics. Anybody who evaluates political decisions on morality is an idiot.
Is an idiot.
All of politics is strategy with this marketing gimmick of morality, and you are such an idiot that you've bought into that marketing gimmick so hard that you are like, oh, this is morally wrong. Boss, this is what strategy dictates.
Right.
This is how you fight a fight. And so this is sort of morality and strategy. One can make a very quick categorization between femininity and masculinity. You know, there is an idea that gossiping, which is largely a feminine enterprise.
Feminine thing, yes.
Yeah. Emerged as a means of civilizing groups of people. Because if many people are saying, usne ye kiya, isne ye kiya, that means you're drawing exclusionary lines. Right? And through gossip, when you civilize a population, you are effectively adding your own morality. See, when the British speak about civilizing India when they got here, and they are saying this is the subaltern, right? They're calling us the like dirty subaltern, whatever. What they're saying is they need Jesus. Jesus is their morality. Jesus is a code of values, is a hierarchy of values, right? And that hierarchy of values could be whatever's. For instance, you might say that ancient India or pre-British India was fine with homosexuality, but the Jesus insert said no, homosexuality bad, unnatural sex, unnatural, right? So morality is effectively a feminine trait. You could say that. You could make that generalized argument. Life is never that fixed, right? And strategy is largely a masculine trait. Because it's very cold-blooded and heartless.
Right.
There is no empathy in strategy. I'm not like, अरे यार ऐसा करते हैं strategy बनाते लड़ाई करने की, पर ना थोड़ा ध्यान रखेंगे यार शान का. नहीं भाई. नहीं.
You go all out.
Yeah, you go all out, or you find the shortest route to the best possible outcome. Right? So this is effectively this duality of masculinity and femininity, of strategy and morality. It's been happening forever.
Forever. Hamesha se, even if it trace. I also wanted to talk to you about what kind of an example do men like Elon Musk serve, right? he's an example. See,
Yeah.
Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson are very clear about what they do, right?
Yeah.
They, in their head, they are very clear, and I'm sure Elon is a brilliant businessman, but he's also a simple man somewhere. जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे हमने शुरुआत ही करी थी कि जो यार बात तो ठीक ही कह रहा है ना, right? The day he entered Twitter, he entered with a sink कि I'll सबको यहाँ से बहा दूंगा मैं, right? और उसने वही किया. अगले 40 दिन में more than half of the staff, which was gatekeeping freedom of speech on Twitter, was completely ransacked. They're completely thrown out of the headquarters.
Yeah.
What do you think that people like can men like specifically, can men like him be an example of how masculinity should be, how simpler masculinity should be, how basic masculinity should be?
There's many layers to this question. First of all, entrepreneurs are very interesting people overall, right? Particularly this sort of tech brand of entrepreneurs are very interesting people because they have accepted the rules of modernity enough. Okay? So if you ask them questions about masculinity, very pragmatic answers. Look at how Paul Graham responds to things. Right? Like if you look at how Paul Graham, by the way, people who do not know Ycom ka founder hai, it's so deeply pragmatic. And you'll see this with even Mark Cuban, who has potentially wokish tendencies according to Twitter. Even he's hyper pragmatic because an entrepreneur understands market and market does not lie. Market mein there is no scope for morality, by the way.
Right.
Market is a very चलेगा तो चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा तो नहीं चलेगा, yes or no. हाँ, yes or no equation.
बिकेगा नहीं तो तू गया. हाँ.
तो आपको बहुत ही pragmatic होना होता है. तो मार्क क्यूबन की भी वोकिज्म को लेके जो पूरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी वो था कि मैं टैलेंट डाइवर्स कर रहा हूँ जिससे मेरा आउटपुट पर हायर बेटर हो रहा है. Such a pragmatic understanding, right? And if you ask Elon Musk about masculinity, he'll have a very pragmatic sort of understanding. Now, Elon Musk serves almost the same purpose as a Rick Rubin, which is that you can be crazy and absurd in your dreams and still make it big. You see, in the path of moving forward in life, one of the deepest places where men get injured is that they trade off originality and they trade off their own private absurdities. इसको आप उनकी eccentricities कह सकते हो, right? For success, for climbing up the social ladder, right? Elon has the most absurd dreams. मार्स पे जाएंगे, दिमाग में चिप लगा देंगे,
एक वो सुरंग बना देंगे,
सुरंग बना के यहाँ से वहाँ फट से
गाड़ी चलाएंगे.
तो मतलब if you put Elon Musk into funny one-liners, सुरंग फाड़ के यहाँ से वहाँ कर देंगे, समझ रहा है?
कह रहा रॉकेट के आगे पॉइंट ही मुझे पसंद था बचपन में. मेरे को वो देखी थी उसने बोराट.
नहीं, डिक्टेटर. Why is it not pointy? Why is it not pointy?
कह रहा मैंने फिल्म देखी, मैं बोला आगे से वो बना दो.
ऐसे कर देता है, ठीक है. हाँ. तो so he's like that. If you look at Rick Rubin, he's a very interesting example, right? Rick Rubin completely made on taste because like, I mean, if you've climbed any ladders, you know how compromising that journey is and how much you have to sort of snip, right? And I'm sure Elon had to go through that when he was not dictating the rules of the industry. Now he's just this absurd sort of एजोटेरिक, समझ रहा है, पेरिफेरल, बाहर बिल्कुल दुनिया के बिल्कुल शियाओं कर रहा है भाई. वो नशे भी कर रहा है, वो लड़कियों के साथ भी है, वो पार्टी भी कर रहा है और वो ऐसी चीज़ें बना रहा है जो आदमी को सोचता ही नहीं है. लाइक द क्लोजेस्ट कंपेटिटर टू इलॉन इज नो वन.
हाँ, नो वन, नो किसी की इतना दम नहीं है कि मैं खाली टाइम में फ्लेम थ्रोअर बना दे और लिमिटेड एडिशन निकाल ले.
Right, Elon, right, exactly. So Elon's a great example of chasing your dreams and making it work. As an example of masculinity, I'm not too sure how he is to his kids and family, bro. Because that's where masculinity boils down to.
Right. And I've heard a lot of this, that he's very remorseful with their... as much as you read about him, I don't know how true this is, but...
Because ambition comes at a cost.
100%.
Ambition comes at a cost.
Yeah, even at the minutest level, बहुत सही बात तूने बोली. If you... और यही चीज़ ना, मैं एक और चीज़, मैं तेरा एक चीज़ वो सुना था, balance का. I'll come to that. कि ambition comes at a cost. And it will cost you your social life. It will cost you your finances. It will put everything that you have on the line for you. चाहे तू छोटे लेवल पे भी ambitious हो या तू बड़े लेवल पे भी हो. अब तू अभी टेस्ला को देख ले. Absolutely. और लोगों को लगता है कि ये छोटे लेवल पे नहीं. The bigger you get, the bigger your ambition gets. ठीक है? And even if you get bigger, does not mean that your ambition is getting easier. Tesla is fighting the biggest battle right now with its car quality all over the North American continent. राइट. विद ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट व्हाट इज कमिंग, SpaceX पे गवर्नमेंट सैंक्शंस लग रहे हैं. ऑल्दो दुनिया को ये पता है कि भैया SpaceX और गवर्नमेंट हाथ साथ में मिला रही है बिकॉज उन्हें रीयूजेबल रॉकेट्स बना लिए हैं. दैट्स फाइन, बट देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट सैंक्शंस आल्सो गोइंग ऑन टू दिस थिंग बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट इज डायरेक्टली डीलिंग विद द प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन अमेरिकन हिस्ट्री. और नासा की बागडोर दी जा रही है कि हाँ भाई टेक्नोलॉजी हम यहाँ से इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं. इंपोर्ट मीन्स SpaceX से इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं. एंड एट द सेम टाइम टेस्ला का जो पहले, जो आज से 5 साल पहले, तू तो रहा हुआ है यूएस में, तूने देखा होगा, EVs की भरमार हो चुकी है. चाइनीज आर किलिंग इट एट द EVs. The doors open for Chinese car companies to enter US. Nobody is buying Tesla, I'm telling you this. Right? तो ambition बड़ा हो रहा है उसका और it's costing him at the same time. Which brings me to the question मैं जैसे पूछना चाह रहा था, do you think there's something in life called balance when you're chasing success?
I mean, you have to go down and ask why are you chasing success? Because if everybody's actually chasing success and they're chasing the zenith of success, the pinnacle,
Right.
the top, why is not everybody there? Because eventually along the way they get what they actually wanted and they settle the fuck down.
Right.
Right? And so a lot of people are chasing love or respect in the form of success. Success is the common synonym everybody seems to use. Some people are chasing money and security in that way. Some people are chasing the ability to do what they want for a temporary amount of time. Some people are chasing this absence of fatherly love when they were a kid. Like, people are chasing a bunch of things. Right? And what you want, the problem statement's not that simple. Right? So, is there a balance needed when you're chasing success? I feel like you need more stamina than anything else. I am chasing success right now, right? And it's a more keeping your head level, remaining on track, not getting tired, repeating the same day after day, handling tiny nonsensical things, handling failure. That's what you need a lot more than balance. And I feel like I'm in a interesting bracket of time. I'm not married, but I'm mentally there. Right? So I don't have that responsibility, but I'm mentally there. My girlfriend's not with me. My parents are young enough, but they're getting older. My parents don't need anything from me, although they would love to be able to see me. My sister's old enough, but she's still around. Right? Like, there is my friends are still in touch, but they've begun to leave. You know, that process of sort of distance is beginning to build, right? And so I'm in this very interesting period of life. And my opinion is, in this period, go hard, bro. Like, go all the fuck out, right? तो मैं उस phase में हूँ जहाँ पे I can go 24 hours. It's 9 p.m. already Indian time. I'll go right now. इसके बाद I'll go somewhere else. Like, I can go ham. इस point पे there's no balance needed. All I need to do is make sure everything else is minimum. Like, दोस्तों के साथ मिल लिया, 4 नए लोगों से मिल लिया, माँ बाप को प्यार कर लिया, बहन का ध्यान रख लिया, काम. No balance is needed, right? Because if you want something, what are you doing? Sacrifice. और तो मिलेगा भी नहीं, right? इस phase में मेरे को stamina और endurance और consistency और perseverance, ये वाले traits ज़्यादा important है.
Right.
फिर क्या होगा यार, आज से 10 साल बाद मेरे जैसा आदमी रुकने तो वाला है नहीं, talented भरपूर है, दिमाग भी है, तो खींच जाएगा, मेहनत भी कर रहा है. फिर एक पॉइंट आएगा जहाँ मेरे को मिलेगा ऑप्शन सोचने का बैठ के कि क्या करना है, क्या ऑल्ट्रेशंस करनी है, कुछ ट्रेड ऑफ्स करने हैं, कहीं और जाना है. समझ रहा है? और फिर वहाँ से चीज़ें चेंज होंगी. इनफैक्ट मैं तो आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ राइटिंग, राइट? आई राइट एवरीथिंग. मतलब मेरा पूरे दिन का 60% काम इज राइटिंग. रियली, आई जस्ट क्रिएट डॉक्यूमेंट, सेंड देम टू माई टीम, फॉलो दिस. Right? This is how I run my content enterprise at this point.
Right.
And so now I'm going to write a personal document soon. It is part of the plan for this month. Even for June, I don't know if when you'll release this, for June, I think 31st was a Sunday or something like that. I'm forgetting.
Right.
या 2nd या 3rd was a Sunday, 2nd was a Sunday, ऐसा करके कुछ था, ठीक है?
Okay.
तो मेरा फर्स्ट मीटिंग होनी होती है मंडे को. आई प्लान द इंटायर मंथ आउट ब्रो. संडे को बैठ के पूरा एक डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया राइटिंग में. उसका पार्ट ऑफ दैट डॉक्यूमेंट इज डिफाइन सक्सेस फॉर योरसेल्फ इन द नेक्स्ट 10 years. It was very important too. What do you mean success? Right? And do you mean success in the sense of a lot of money? तो फैक्ट्री खोलते हैं ना. But यार फैक्ट्री will tie me down to this city. तो मेरे को पैसा चाहिए बट मोबिलिटी भी चाहिए. समझ रहा है? And you start asking these questions. How many kids do you want? What is the relationship you want with your kids?
Right.
Because my father was very absent when we were growing up. He was working very hard. And back then I disliked him for it. Now all I have is respect. So you see, like, people don't think about they go ham. Right? Or
I think sorry बोल sorry
या फिर लोगों का एक, and this is something I'm beginning to formalize. I just don't do many conversations like this, so I don't get to formalize my ideas as clearly as I probably once did. So forgive me if there's an old listener here. But I feel like there is something about input cost that results in output quality. Right? And if your input cost to life is a burden, and I'm trying to carry this burden every day, your output will never be health, freedom, peace, and all of those things. Because you began with this mindset. Right? And a lot of people in India, sadly circumstance की वजह से, sadly inherited attitudes from friends and family की वजह से, they live their life as if life's a burden, and it's a fight against economic impoverishment, if that word fits. कि भाई बस गरीब ना हो जाए, बिल्कुल ही उस एटीट्यूड से. और दो आदमी होंगे, दोनों महीने के 60,000 रुपये बना रहे होंगे, एक का एटीट्यूड बहुत अलग होगा, एक का बहुत अलग होगा. And that will define their quality of life, because the input that goes into this, right? It's like if you trick somebody into falling in love with you, you will never be able to love them back, because you know you tricked them. So you don't have any respect for them. You think they're an idiot. Right? It's the input that goes into an effort that produces the quality of output, the character of output. Right. And so, sadly, a lot of people never sit down and wonder what kind of a life they want. And I'm lucky enough to have the language to describe it and the time to describe it.
Yeah, or to be at that liberty. Yeah, sure. I think we are also somewhere, we have that liberty, and we are also privileged.
Sure.
कि हमारे पास, हमारे को इतनी एजुकेशन मिली कि हम अपने बारे में सोचना, हमें सिखाया गया कि चलो यार तुम बैठ के अपने बारे में सोचो. हमारे माँ बाप पढ़े लिखे थे, राइट?
पर यार कोई भी आदमी जो इसको सुन रहा है ना, दे फॉल इन अ रेंज. राइट? अगर तेरे को इंडिया की गरीबी एक्चुअली देखनी है ना, इंडिया की गरीबी और इंडिया की इम्पावरमेंट, लुक एट व्हाट समधीश डज, एंड यू नो सम ऑफ हिज स्टफ वेयर ही गोज टू लाइक विलेजेस इन बिहार.
एब्सोल्युटली
राइट. एक बार मेरे को याद है, सतीश रे का मैं एक इंटरव्यू सुन रहा था, एक पॉडकास्ट सुन रहा था रादर, विनम्र शाउट आउट दोस्त कास्ट, उस पे, एंड ही वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट हाउ पुअर हिज विलेज वाज वेयर ही वाज ग्रोइंग अप, एंड विनम्र वाज जस्ट शॉक्ड. ही इज लाइक, अभी भी इतने गरीब गांव है. So most likely if you're listening to this, you're not in that bracket. And this is what I mean. अगर input cost ये देख भाई, हम तो गरीब हैं, हम तो गरीब है भाई, हम तो impoverished उससे आते हैं. तो आप, you will never be able to probably produce that sort of psychological liberty to think about these things, because right. So it gets very difficult for me to talk about life and take from personal example directly, because you can always discard it by saying I'm privileged, and sure, right, but I feel like I'm making good use of it, you know, and we all have a certain amount that we can make good use of. I think one of the biggest privileges is having your family together. Right?
It's not finance.
Yeah.
At every level. To have your loved ones together. To have your social circle intact.
Or like them not fighting when you were a kid. समझ रहा है? Your parents are not divorced, they were not abusive. The kind of trauma that leads into cuts across life. Money तो फिर भी आ जाता है भाई. Right? Like, and so what I'm trying to say is make use of what you've got. I'm trying to do that. Right? And you have something to make use of. And with that, you know, there's something that's possible. Sure.
मैं भी इसी चीज़ में बिलीव करता हूँ कि अब भगवान ने तेरे को पत्ते दे दिया, तूने गेम कैसे खेलना है वो तेरे पे डिपेंड करता है. इफ़ यू स्टार्ट योर डे एवरी डे विद कसिंग, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. मैंने पर्सनली आई एम हार्डकोर इनटू फिटनेस. मेरा दिन शुरू होता है सुबह 12 किलोमीटर वॉक 12 किलो के साथ बांध के, ठीक है, रोज 6:30-7 बजे. इवन इफ इट्स -40 आउट देयर, आई स्टिल गो आउट, विंटर गियर पहन के, सब कुछ करके. अगर कोई बहुत ज़्यादा विंड चिल है तो आई डोंट गो, बट प्रीटी मच 95% आई एम ऑन द रोड 6:30. दैट गिव्स मी द टोन फॉर द एंटायर डे. मेरी टीम कबीर और सारे इंडिया में, और इनसे मैं, दिन रात का फ़र्क है, राइट? सो देर आर रिलीजेस, जब मेरे को रिव्यू रिलीज़ करना है, कुछ भी रिलीज़ करना है, इंडिया में सुबह के 4 बज रहे हैं, दोपहर के 4 बज रहे हैं, मेरे यहाँ सुबह के 4 बज रहे हैं. अब आई वुड हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस माई इंटायर नाइट, right? But I don't find excuses to not do it, that I'm tired और मैंने ये नहीं करा. If it takes me to have 200 mgs of caffeine to be awake to get my done, I would get my done.
Are you doing caffeine pills?
हाँ यार, मैं pills लेता हूँ. I don't do pre-workouts a lot because coffee भी नहीं पीता.
workout के sense में कह रहा है क्या?
नहीं, मैं जैसे सुबह होता है मेरा, जैसे फिजिकल कभी भी एक्टिविटी होती है, वेन एवर आई एम फीलिंग अ लिटिल बिट लेथार्जिक, मैं पल्सेट करता हूँ अपनी कैफीन इनटेक को. सो 100 mg इन द मॉर्निंग अराउंड, जब मेरे को अगर शूट पुल करना है 5-6 घंटे का या स्क्रिप्टिंग पे बैठना है, सो इफ आई फील लाइक इट आई वुड प्रॉब्ली टेक अनदर 100 mg. और जब वर्कआउट डेज होते हैं मेरे 4 दिन हफ्ते में, तो उससे पहले 200 mg मैं कैफीन लेके जाता ही हूँ, एंड दैट टू फ्रॉम पिल्स. दैट्स अबाउट इट.
Yeah,
तो
I've tried pills a couple of times. Very interesting.
यार पिल सस्ती है, मैं तेरे को बात बता रहा हूँ. प्री वर्कआउट्स मैं बता रहा हूँ तेरे को,
देसी आदमी, ladies and gentlemen. हाँ.
भाई मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ कि प्री वर्कआउट्स, I've been into natural bodybuilding for about like 7 years now. So ins and outs, biology, ये सब मूवमेंट, ये सब मैं बहुत पढ़ता हूँ. तो प्री वर्कआउट्स मैंने यूज करे. इट्स वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट वेस्टेज ऑफ मनी दैट यू कैन हैव.
Yeah, I never used pre-workouts.
हाँ, वो जंक भरा हुआ है उसके अंदर.
I just tap into my alpha male energy. Sorry यार,
मैं लेता हूँ मैं सिर्फ वो लेता हूँ कि कैफीन ले लिया, एक सिट्रुलिन मैलेट ले लिया, दैट्स अबाउट इट. और कोकेन ओनली ऑन द वीकेंड्स.
सिर्फ वीकेंड वाला वर्कआउट, वीकेंड का बार. Just like Salman Khan.
Just like Salman Khan. भाई तो Salman is on a different level altogether. यार he that is the type of I don't give a flying fuck about attitude is one should aspire to achieve in life. कि मैं इतना कुछ देख लिया मैंने, I'm so hard skinned now. तो that's what I was saying कि you have to do, you cannot. अगर तेरे को सक्सेस चाहिए, जैसे तू कह रहा था, बहुत सारे लोगों को सक्सेस चाहिए, but they settle down for things that make them happy on the way, right? So this comes also at a cost and also at an affordability thing. Can you afford to settle down? Can you afford? जैसे तू जैसे wired है, pretty much मैं भी वैसे ही wired हूँ, right? It's not the goals that make me happy, of course they do, but I want to keep on my journey. I want to keep going. Let's see कि next challenge क्या है, let's see कि next roast कैसे plan कर सकते हैं, next क्या करना है हमारे को, right? तेरा भी pretty much यही है wiring, बिल्कुल ऐसी ही है. Whatever I've seen you on the podcast, ऐसे ही है.
I'm just a crazy man. I'm not sure.
You put your mouth where you know कि मेरे को पता है कि मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. मुझे पता है, I'm backed by knowledge, even if it's not that you are so articulate in putting out the things, the thoughts that are in your head, that it makes you sound like कि हाँ, अगर मुझे नहीं पता, I would still learn and be successful at what I've picked up, the fights I've picked up.
I like to think I'm 140 IQ. I'm just trash talking. पूरा दिन खत्म हो चुका है, मैं सिर्फ कचरे मूड में हूँ भाई.
भाई सनी देओल का नहीं सुना तूने? भाई गदर हिट हुई, उसके बाद भाई जो फटा है वह 21 साल का उसके अंदर जब था, वो भाई इंटरव्यू पे जाके बोल रहा है कि वह मेरा इतना IQ था. भाई गलती से हिट हो गई गदर. वो भाई उसको समझ नहीं आ रही है बात.
बॉबी को बुलाओ.
बॉबी और उसके एटीट्यूड में जमीन आसमान का फर्क है, अगर तू देखेगा तो. कोई भी
बॉबी है ना. बॉबी को पता है बॉबियंस क्या है?
नहीं, मुझे अंजेलियंस का पता है.
हाँ, अंजेलियंस के डैडी बॉबियंस थे.
अंजेलियंस के डैडी,
मतलब अंजलि को तो बोलना पड़ा ना कि हमारे अंजेलियंस हैं. बॉबियंस अपने आप से थे. सर्च करियो बॉबियंस, चैट बताएगी तेरे को कमेंट में. हाँ,
ऐसा भी है, ऐसे भी हैं कुछ लोग कि बॉबियंस बताते हैं.
अबे मतलब वो एक पूरा मीम कल्चर है बॉबियंस का.
भाई बॉबी देओल को देख लेना, तो उसका बेचारे करियर देख. डीजे कर रहा था वो भाई 10 साल पहले. लॉर्ड बॉबी उसका नाम वहीं से तो पड़ा है, डीजे बॉबी. वो डीजे करने पहुंच गया भाई. वो
तो लॉर्ड बॉबी जो बनाने वाले लोग हैं ना, वो बॉबियंस हैं. वही तो बॉबियंस हैं. मैं बॉबियंस का हिस्सा हूँ.
What do you think about Ori's success? How do you perceive that guy? हाँ.
It's a marketing gimmick, bro. Right. Are people really that like people? It's possible. Look, I mean, I'm in the media world. I understand how this works. Ori was just like, okay, I have access. How do I productize this? So he just spoke to a bunch of people who work in the industry, and they rigged up a storm around him. People got to know about him, and people still bite into PRs all the time. It's so interesting, right? So people bit into that, and then he created a product out of it, whatever that might have been. I'm not sure what it is, but guys like Ori, and guys like Ibrahim Khan,
right,
and sort of this brand of people, they have the option of being popular. They can just ring up a PR agency and be like, let's begin. Right? Fame is a product to them. They can buy it. And again, I'm not placing inherent value judgment. It's not good or bad. Truly, because the true outcome of life is not how much money you make or how famous you are. Believe me. Money is good. Fame is great. They come with their own pains, frankly. I'm not going to lie. Right? The true outcome of life is how happy do you die. And, you know, so there's no value judgment on whether you can be famous by choice. Nepotism is not an argument I buy into and then, you know, like, that. I'm not interested. I'm bored of that argument. My thing is, Auri's success is a successful PR storm that worked. And it's like the Kardashians, bro.
Exactly.
It's like the
longest
Kardashians.
surviving example of
being famous for being famous.
Being famous for being famous. Started off from tape.
Yeah.
And now there's no end to it.
Yeah, and I mean, I like to very often say we are the digital prostitutes of the entertainment world. Right? We have to show up every week. Dekho, warna YouTube हमें पैसा नहीं देगा, right? And again, there is no value judgment to it. My point is, this is just the way the world is. This is the pragmatic reality. And then you can decide morality when you don't have to worry about going after your goals. I have to care for a family soon. I'm preparing for that. I'm stocking up. I don't care if I have to be a prostitute. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, Auri had a career in mind. He picked it. He did it. Yeah.
उसको दिखा. Momentary है fame. इसको bank करो.
You do you.
Yeah.
So I don't think much about Auri at all, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a very great example. Auri is nothing that
more
you should
about
be
Babil
consciously
Khan.
thinking about.
Sorry.
Bro, no. Babil, I think, I don't know if you've seen my video on Babil or not. मैंने Babil पे हमने करी थी एक वीडियो. So the whole crux of मैंने Babil को almost साल भर पहले ना अपने Instagram पे और एक दो वीडियोस में कॉल आउट किया था कि ये जो फियास्को अभी हुआ है ना, ये होगा बहन. वो उसके ट्रेड्स ना आज से नहीं, वो उसके ट्रेड्स साल भर पहले से हैं.
Bro, maybe he's just soft, bro. Maybe he's just soft, bro.
बाबू यार, बाबू बोला करो. Call me बाबू यार. This is not. Call me बाबू.
ठीक है, like, you know, memes and whatever, but maybe the guy's just soft, dude. Maybe he's just nice.
I'll tell you one thing. The more I have went through his interviews and बहुत बारीकी से सारे interviews मैंने उसके छाने हैं, ठीक है. As much as I can read his personality through the screen, ठीक है. Even if you call that reading or whatever it is, ठीक है. मैंने जैसा समझा है ना, he वो बेचारा ना कहीं पे सॉफ्ट होगा. I agree with you. कहीं पे भी सॉफ्ट हो सकता है. But the whole point is उसकी PR कह रही है कि भाई तुम झुग्गी में हो. हाँ, अभी तुम झुग्गी में हो. तुम्हारे पिताजी महल छोड़ गए हैं. अब तुम्हारे को अपनी पॉपुलैरिटी उस महल के ऊपर बनानी है. That's the thing. वो बेचारा अपने में कंफ्यूज्ड है. एक जगह तो वो बोल पड़ा ना इमोशंस में आके. ऑल्सो ही इज अ वेरी वेरी इमोशनल गाय हु हैज टू बी टोल्ड कि अपने इमोशन कंट्रोल करके रखियो, नहीं तो तू कुछ बोल जाएगा, ओवर शेयर कर देगा. उसने करा
वाली बात कर रहा है, यू डोंट ओन अ वुमन.
नहीं, एक उसका और देखिए, उसने कोई अवार्ड एक्सेप्ट करते हुए ये बोला था कि भाई आई यूज टू लव पार्टिंग. जैसे अगर प्रखर है, ठीक है, अगर मैं प्रखर का PR हूँ, प्रखर यूज टू गो आउट एंड गो ऑन पॉडकास्ट एंड स्पीक हिज हार्ट आउट कि यार ये कर रहे हैं, राइट. And Prakhar has to carry on the legacy of his fathers, who was a very popular person once back in the time, and he's not there, but the industry still respects him. They respect his absence still, and they are not ready to forget it because he was such a legendary guy. तो मैं प्रखर को बोलूंगा यार तू आराम से बात कर, तेरे को जो मैं समझा रहा हूँ ना वो बात कर. और मेरी ये कहाँ से आ रही है कॉनोटेशंस, मेरी आ रही है उसके फादर की पढ़ाई से. उसकी फादर को पढ़ा मैंने कहा उसके फादर ऐसे बोलते थे, तू भी ऐसे ही बोल, ऐसे ही कर. तो अब उसके अंदर का जो बंदा है ना वो कंफ्यूज हो गया है कि मैं बोलूं या ना बोलूं. अब सामने से कोई दो बॉल या कोई स्पिन बॉल क्वेश्चन भेज देता है तो फट जाती है. एंड ही एक्चुअली पैनिक्स. अभी बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज में उसने अपने आप को कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट किया. ही डज नॉट लाइक हिमसेल्फ टू बी कंपेयर्ड विद हिज फादर, बट एवरी नेक्स्ट पोस्ट ऑन Instagram is about his father.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right? That's very tough. I agree, and you can completely show love to your father, but the whole point is, even on Mother's Day, that guy is sharing his father's picture with the mother in the backdrop. So there's a whole PR play here, as far as I could judge, कि ये जो चल रहा है. और ये जो चीज़ है, अच्छा उसने एक जगह ये बोली थी, मुझे अभी भी याद है, कि मेरे फादर की, मेरे घर की लेगेसी है जो मेरे परिवार की है, एक्टिंग से पहले ह्यूमैनिटी है. मैंने कहा ये बिल्कुल चूतिया स्टेटमेंट है तेरी. इरफान खान को लोग एक्टिंग के लिए पहले जानते थे. इरफान खान का मुझे कोई भी ऐसा दिखा दे कि वो ऐसा बंगड़ा कहीं पे भी कर रहा हो कि बिछ जा रहा है भाई, वो कारपेट बन रहा है, चटाई बन रहा है सामने जाके लोगों के, क्यों सॉरी ये है. इरफान वॉज नेवर द सॉफ्ट गाय. इरफान जो उनको लगता था वो बोलते थे आके इंटरव्यूज में. ही हैड बीन अनअबैशड एंड ही हैड बीन वेरी पोलाइट एट द सेम टाइम. ही वॉज नेवर द सॉफ्ट गाय मटीरियल. इवन इफ ही वॉज सॉफ्ट, ही वॉज नॉट द सॉफ्ट गाय मटीरियल. एंड द सेम थिंग अप्लाइज टू शाहरुख's persona also. Shahrukh has been a woman's man सिंस फॉरएवर, जब से हमने उनको देखा है, तो आज नहीं 25 साल पुराने इंटरव्यू उठा के देख ले, द वे ही स्पीक्स अबाउट वुमेन, द वे ही ट्रीट्स हिज वुमेन, इवन इन द इंटरव्यूज, इवन अगर सामने वाली बंदी कोई उल सवाल भी पूछ लेगी ना, वो बड़े ही विटी तरीके से उसको डील कर लेगा, वो बिछेगा नहीं कहीं पर भी। आज भी तो रेड कारपेट पे उसका आता है कि किसी का चुन्नी गिर गई, किसी का पीछे से लहंगा अटक गया, तो वो ठीक कर देता है, राइट। लेकिन वो कभी भी तेरे को कॉन्कॉक्टेड नहीं लगता, वो कभी भी तेरे को वेल निटेड और वेल थॉट आउट नहीं लगता कि शाहरुख यहाँ जाएगा, गौरी का घाघरा यहाँ फंस जाएगा और फिर वो सॉरी बोलेगा। सो
इतना तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं
डिफरेंस। मैंने सोचा ना, मेरे को वीडियो
बनानी पड़ी ना, देखता हूँ और खुश हो जाता हूँ।
बट I think the internet was hard. I was also hard on him, but I think this should be a lesson for him because at the end of the day, he's the one who's paying his PR, and he's अब ये भी नहीं बोल सकते कि यार वो बहुत बड़ा एक्टर है, he has only done 2 or 3 projects till now, and he's still improving. एक और चीज़ है जो उसके डायनामिक में इन्वॉल्व हो जाती है, और वो ये है कि भाई उसकी PR ना बहुत हार्ड ट्राई कर रही है उसको बाकी नेपो किड से अलग दिखाने के लिए कि ये उनके जैसा नहीं है, ये है नेपो किड लेकिन ये उनके जैसा नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि नेपो किड की जो अम्ब्रेला है उसके अंदर हर कोई लपेटा जा रहा है एवर सिंस 2020, राइट। तो उससे अलग कैसे करा जाए इसको? तो बाबिल खान इज ठीक है, इट्स फाइन। बाबिल खान, आई डोंट थिंक सो women who are simping over बाबिल खान would want to date a guy like him ever, or probably more than a month.
Okay,
that's what I think. What do you think? तेरे को क्या
I have
लगता
no idea. I've just seen memes. Honestly, I genuinely don't give it. I don't. Yeah, bro. Like, just like deprogram yourself of celebrity. That's my general advice to people. Like, you know, it's an industry that feeds.
That's good advice.
It's an industry that feeds on you being low IQ. So, you know, read some books, figure out what Kierkegaard was saying about the existence of God, and listen to some great music. I mean, I can be about music, man, no problem. I just don't know enough about celeb gossip, or like, I can tell that a PR thing is at play because I've been in media, but maybe even not as deep. Like, I didn't figure this. I just thought this is his personality. I just thought he's just soft and chocolatey in that way. And sure, you know, right now internet's a hard place to be. The Instagram comments are worse than Instagram itself, right? So he's going to get ripped apart. But
what does not? I think this has been the nature of internet forever, I guess.
Maybe.
And I think this, देख यार, you have been ripped apart. तेरी इतनी बड़ी controversy हुई थी, ठीक है?
Sure.
Videos were made, आगे पीछे back and forth हुआ तेरे साथ, ठीक है?
Sure.
But you signed up for this life, no? At the end of the day, जैसे तूने कहा
I signed up to
कि
be
we are
Babil
digital. जैसे तूने कहा कि we are digital prostitutes. तो अगर तू prostitute है, तेरे को गाली भी सुननी पड़ेगी बहन। As simple as that.
ढंग से तो बिना ढंग से गाली तो मत दो।
भाई यही तो पार्ट है।
जब के पैसे जब इतनी सी बोतल में इतनी सारी आती है गाली ना, तो मजा नहीं आता।
भाई that's what मेरे को यही लगता है। भाई मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ ना कि the whole point of signing up for a social media life, I guess it's at the end of the day you have to be very suspectable and hard skinned.
You get paid for how much abuse you can handle.
100%. कितनी गाली तू खा सकता है?
सर मारो मत, अपने को कल धंधा करने का है सर।
निशान नहीं दिखने का सर, काटिएगा मत।
निशान नहीं छोड़ने का सर।
निशान नहीं छोड़ने का। अच्छा, what led you to Colombia? कैसा था?
I wanted to run away from home. I wanted to run away from home. I was not happy. Faridabad's a very slow city for somebody who has a desire to consume the variation of the world. And so I wanted to run away. I had a few friends who I was very fond of, admired, who were actually studying abroad, and I liked how they were being socialized, because to so much, like 2013 I finished school. 2014, 2015, 2016 I meet all these friends who were coming back from USC, from Georgia Tech, from Boston University, from good schools. Somebody was not at Harvard, she was somewhere else. She went to Harvard later. But like, I see all these people and they have a spine, bro. Like, they look like they know what they're talking about, and they read all these interesting things. They tell me I had a class on war and peace and like this and that. Oh, मैं accounting घिस रहा हूँ भाई, right? And I was never made for that life. I hated every day. Like, I cannot tell you the kind of shenanigans I did to not go to office. मतलब भाई मैं वो लड़का था जो लोग कॉलेज में करते हैं ना, क्योंकि मेरी तो कॉलेज था नहीं, मैं जॉब पे करता था यार। कि मैं अंदर जाता था, अटेंडेंस लगवाता था कि मैं आ गया हूँ, और मैं गायब हो लेता रहा भाई। और मैं नॉर्थ कैंपस दोस्तों के साथ दारू वारू पी रहा हूँ भाई दिन में। लाइक समझ रहा है, ये वाली जिंदगी जी रहे हैं भाई, बिल्कुल फुल पावर। लाइक कैसे लाइफ में एडवेंचर लाएं? तो रामलीला मैदान चले गए अरविंद केजरीवाल की स्वेरिंग इन सेरेमनी देखने, क्योंकि ऑफिस नहीं जाना। या क्लास नहीं जाना, वो हमारी सीए की कोचिंग होती थी. सो नाउ व्हेन आई लुक बैक आई रियलाइज देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ सिम्टम्स ऑफ वांटिंग टू रन अवे, एंड रन अवे आई यूज एज अ मेटाफर फॉर गेट आउट ऑफ दिस सिचुएशन, राइट. आई वाज थिंकिंग, आई वाज पार्टिंग. मैं अपने घर से रात को बिना बताए कूद के गाड़ी में बैठ के फरीदाबाद से दिल्ली फरार, क्लब्स में, बार्स में, नाइट लाइफ में. ठीक है. आई वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन डेटिंग. I was very interested in working out. I was in the gym non-stop. So I was doing all these things to not do what I was doing as my main thing, right? And then I remember having a conversation one night with my friend from USC. And I was like, you know what, dude? I want to apply. I want to apply. So I went home, told my family. They didn't react very well. But I was like, you know what? I'll just apply to the best colleges. Only the best. So the worst college I probably applied to was NYU or UCLA. The worst. समझ रहा है? Which is people's dream college.
People's dream college, right?
Yeah, and so I applied to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, blah 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 blah. मेरे को
सारे
पता
Ivy
भी नहीं
League
था.
तूने कर दिया.
हाँ, मेरे को पता भी नहीं था कि Ivy League क्या होता है. मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था बाहर जाना है पढ़ने. मैं तो अपना लॉ और CA करने वाला था बढ़िया जिंदगी में. समझ रहा है? And then NYU accepted me. इनका रेगुलर डिसीजन जब आता है मार्च अप्रैल में, एंड आई वाज लाइक यो लेट्स गो न्यूयॉर्क, राइट. बट मेरे सीए के पेपर फिर भी थे. सीए के पेपर दिए. जिस दिन सीए का रिजल्ट आया उस दिन कोलंबिया का एक्सेप्टेंस आया. तो मेरे उसी दोस्त ने मेरे को बिठा के बोला तू NYU नहीं जाएगा, तू कोलंबिया जाएगा. मैंने बोला क्यों? कह रहा भाई तू चुप रहे, मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ, मेरी बात मान. मैंने उसके बाद मान ली. मेरे को नहीं पता था कोलंबिया आईवी लीग है. मेरे को पता भी नहीं था आईवी लीग क्या है. मैं तो बस चला गया क्योंकि मेरे दोस्त ने बोला. मैं गया. आई वाज लाइक क्योंकि मैं उस मूड में था, तू समझना. आई वाज लाइक भाई कोलंबिया कहाँ, अपटाउन मैनहट्टन. NYU downtown, bro, party district. Like, let's go every day. You go party. क्योंकि मैं उस मूड में था. All my talents and energies and creativity were being utilized in this nightlife, look good, appear popular bubble, right? It wasn't being utilized in rigorous, intellectual, thoughtful,
Discourses,
creative, entrepreneurial enterprise at all. So what happened was a very sudden shift because I went there and I realized the fight is not who is flirting with who or where are you going out to party. It's more, can you engage in a conversation that takes you somewhere? And I got pulled into that. And there was a part of me that existed, but us part ko na, it got water. So it started blossoming, if that's a word. It started shooting, right? And so it just became a thing. I loved what I did and my education was fantastic. My friend circle was profound as an impact on my life, and I just spiraled into who I became. And I'm glad I did not go to NYU because I'd be pretty popular. But I wouldn't be as smart. You know? it'd be great in a very different way if you know what I mean.
Right. तो तूने वहाँ पे रहते हुए क्या ऑब्जर्व किया? How do people, ये बोला जाता है कि भाई हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऐसा है, अमेरिकन एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऐसा है, राइट?
सही है.
तेरे सबसे ज्यादा तूने बड़े स्टार्क डिफरेंसेस क्या करे जो इंडिया को कैचअप करने में सालों लग जाएंगे?
भाई हमारे यहाँ एजुकेशन है मिड डे मील खिलाना. एंड आई डोंट मीन दैट एज लाइक एक्चुअली मिड डे मील खिलाना, बट एक सड़े हुए सोर्स का सड़ा हुआ आउटपुट आदमी को हाथ से मुंह में भर के खिलाना. और वहाँ पे एजुकेशन है आपको कुकिंग सिखाना. नाउ यू कैन मेक अ केस दैट वो जो कुकिंग सीख रहे हैं वो रेसिपी सारी पॉइजनस है, सारी या कुछ. यू कैन मेक दैट केस, यू नो. बट इवन विद दैट पॉइजनस रेसिपी it's still so much more superior. मतलब bro, like one of the things that completely surprises Indians is आप वहाँ पे ये नहीं होता कि आज हम ये चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे बेटा. आप अपनी सारी पढ़ाई करके आते हो, आपको रीडिंग्स दी जाती हैं सेमेस्टर के शुरू में. ये आपकी रीडिंग्स होंगी, इस हफ्ते इस तरीके से ऑर्गेनाइज्ड है, पढ़ के आना, अब हम यहाँ से आगे चलेंगे. सो you're not covering a course. You're not covering course material from A to Z. Right? You're very rarely writing exams. You're always writing papers, applying it. There are classes where the professor doesn't even teach. They just do what we call a podcast. And they let you talk and engage and debate. You lead some classes. Literally, you lead some classes. And so it's an actual enterprise in being put in situations where you have to think for yourself. That is not the case in India at all. Nowhere. Not even in the best schools. Not in Delhi University at least, you know. So it's a stark, heavy difference. Very different from mugging up and posting it in an exam paper. Very, very different from being dependent on somebody to hand feed you education, which is the midday meal example I used. You're learning how to cook, bro. And that's why there's a very solid difference. And the other thing is, what you study isn't directly tied to what you do unless you are studying a skill-based sort of situation, right?
Right.
So I use this example of Peter Thiel.
Right.
Peter Thiel, legend, studied history and then law. Because, you know, if you look at Charlie Munger,
Right.
Charlie Munger is, for people who do not know, you should know. Charlie Munger says you should know mathematics, psychology, philosophy, all these things because they apply. Like a careful man would apply all these disciplines to their life. And so you're more learning how to be a well-rounded human. Whether you take what they teach you as recipes, as gospel truth, is your level of application. I mean, I was taught woke shit. I don't buy that. I don't buy that
I
at
was
least
coming to that.
automatically.
Columbia
Right?
University is the epicenter of wokeness.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
The hub.
it is quite that way. It was very fun being in those classrooms.
कोई एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर where you was completely flabbergasted कि ये हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे, मैं इतना पैसा देके मैं ये सीखने आया हूँ.
मेरे को I didn't mind it. You know, I never minded
But
it.
it was an
क्योंकि-
experience.
क्योंकि मैं तो क्लासरूम में भी, जैसे एक मेरी क्लास होती थी राइटिंग की, एक यूनिवर्सिटी राइटिंग इज अ मैंडेटरी क्लास यू टेक, और उसके ना कई सबसेट्स होते हैं. तो मैंने साइन अप करने में लेट हो गया, मेरे को एक सेक्शन दे दिया. मैं उस सेगमेंट में गया, मेरे को जाके पता लगा ये तो जेंडर वाला सेगमेंट है. तो मैंने तेरा बेल हुक्स, तेरा ऑड्री, क्या लॉर्ड, तेरा गायत्री स्पिवाक चक्रवर्ती, ये मैंने सब पढ़ा है. I have read all of this, right? And I've had to write papers on all of this. There was once a class in video journalism, right? And this was with somebody who was a producer at Vice Media.
Oh man.
और
The
मेरी तो
shining
लड़ाई हो
beacon
गई
of
भाई.
wokeness.
मेरी तो लड़ाई हो गई भाई. मेरी तो हो गई
यार.
लड़ाई. उसने मेरे को दोनों क्लास में ग्रेड नहीं मिला, but for different reasons, right? So yeah, I had enough brushes with it, bro. There's a few very famous instances that happened at Columbia around that time. There was this guy, I'm forgetting his name, but actually more than a few guys there were woke trappings of उस टाइम कोलंबिया में. जैसे अब हम देखते हैं इजराइल पैलेस्टाइन वाला, ये तब से चला आ रहा है, तब से क्या उससे पहले से भी चला आ रहा है, बट उस टाइम और फॉर्मेट थे इसके निकलने के फटके. लाइक लिटरली एक लौंडा था, उसने दारू वारू पी के ये चिल्लाना शुरू कर दिया, आई एम प्राउड ऑफ बीइंग वाइट, आई एम प्राउड ऑफ बीइंग वाइट, और उस पर काफ़ी बवाल हो गया था. तो उसमें हम काफ़ी डेलिकेटली इन्वॉल्व थे, मैं और मेरे फ्रेंड ग्रुप, क्योंकि हम एक क्लब रन करते थे जहाँ पे हम वो कॉन्वर्सेशंस करते थे जो कैंपस हमें करने नहीं देता था. So we were positioned very antithetical to sort of woke dogmas,
Anti-establishment,
right?
yeah.
And internally we were a very heterogeneous sort of group because we disagreed internally about a lot of things, right? Like I had viewpoints that it's not like we were anti-wokeism, we were anti-woke dogma. There's a difference, which is that we are allowed to discuss this, and then we would disagree internally about a lot of things. Like abortion was something people disagreed with all the time, right? Because it's not a very easy value decision to make if you look at it from the American lens, or Second Amendment, which is gun owning, right? People would disagree about it all the time, bro, right? But we did that. So we were involved with enough woke bullshit, bro. I understand wokeism like deeply. Like I've slept with wokeism.
मैं कबीर से यही बात कर रहा था before we started off. मैंने कहा he studied at Columbia, right? And Columbia is the spear, बहन. वो भाला होता है ना wokeness का, जो आएगा तुम्हारी तरफ और तुम्हें पता है वो सब कुछ वो सारे 6 रंग के बाल वाले, 35 जेंडर वाले, वो सारे एक साथ आएंगे और वो कोलंबिया के ही होंगे सारे. And he has been there, and him being there it's going to create controversy. And him being him is going to be.
I was called racist, bro. तेरे को पता है, मेरे को तो दोनों तरफ से हेट करते थे. मेरे को तो किसी ने कुछ लोगों ने ये भी, मेरे को बाद में पता लगा 1-1.5 साल बाद कि एक रेपुटेशन है मेरी कि मैं हिटलर लवर हूँ. और मेरे को पैलेस्टीनियंस भी हेट करते थे क्योंकि मेरे सारे दोस्त जूइश इजरायली थे. And so like there were so many conflicting rumors about, and this is what I told people when I was going through the controversial sort of episode in my life on the internet. It was huge and scaled, but I've always been this way,
part of the
where people have disliked me because I've had opinions that they don't agree with. Always. I've just stood my ground since I was a kid. I was disliked in my high school, and I'm not saying by everybody, by sufficient people, and I was disliked in college because I said things. And I said
things. Logical बातें करता है ना, because you have opinions that come from knowledge, and the same thing happens with me on my reviews. No, मैं बता रहा हूँ, I could relate to your content and the way you have been a part of controversies because you speak logic.
Many controversies, huh? Not one.
तू अब स्कूल में अब जैसे अभी मैंने अब without getting too much deep into the elections, what is happening, अब भाई I was happy कि जो स्मृति ईरानी के साथ हुआ है, how the thing was and what योगी जी suffered, right? मैंने उसके ऊपर थोड़ा बहुत ओपिनियन डाला. I wanted to take a logical approach to both. दोनों तरफ से हेट आ रही है मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पे. कह रहा बहन तू यहाँ बिक गया, तू वहाँ चला गया.
Internet will reward you going one side hard.
Absolutely.
There's no space for nuance on internet.
Oh no. There's no gray spaces. Either you have to be on the right or on the left. अगर तू centrist approach लेके चलेगा तेरे को नाती बना देंगे वो.
And the other thing is, bro, the internet, people in general, जो हमने शुरू में बात करी थी ना, people have outlines and they fit you in it. People have outlines and they fit you in it. And one of the best examples is if you criticize something internally, say you're pro BJP, and you internally criticize something about the BJP, they will call you a Librandu the next minute. They will call you a Dhruv Rathi Bhakt the next minute. And if you are criticizing something of the Congress or like the other bloc, they will call you a Bhakt immediately because they have an outline. They'll force fit you there. And what I'm trying to say is this gets deeper when you start seeing public scandals. People have narratives that are in their head always. Those narratives come from movies. They come from certain sort of fictionalities that they've built in their lives. And they will force fit you into it. It's not even a question about details. It's a question of fact. They don't even care to check for facts. And I don't just mean audiences. I mean even the producers. They will... It is so blatant. It is kind of... And there is zero cognitive dissonance. There is no call for hypocrisy. People don't think they've been hypocrites. They don't think, अरे हमने कुछ किया उसका हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. It is जो ये होता है ना, all eyes on Rafa आ रहा था ना. All eyes on Rafa. क्या हुआ राफा का? क्या हुआ राफा का? सबसे पूछ रहा हूं मैं, जितने लोग हैं चैट में, क्या हुआ राफा का? एंड I'll give you another example from where I learned this, right? Every guy who said #save that certain somebody who I was in a conflict with, क्या हुआ उसका? Do you give a fuck? Any of you? Any of the creators? Any of you? Do you actually give a No, you don't. And do you actually know what happened? No, you don't. You have a fantasy storyline where Israel is evil, Palestinians are poor and desperate. So Israel will oppress the Palestinians obviously because एक बड़ा होता है, एक छोटा होता है, बड़ा दूसरे को दबाता है. और Israel interested है ये प्रूव करने में कि वो बड़ा नहीं है, वो छोटा है, और उनको Palestinian जो बड़ा है वो उसको दबाता है, और Palestinians interested है तुम्हें ये कन्विंस करने में कि ये बड़ा है और ये छोटा है. और तुम इतने चूतिए हो क्योंकि तुम इतनी ही बाइनरी में सोच सकते हो कि तुम्हारे पास टाइम नहीं है ना और सोचने का, तुम्हारे पास बैंडविड्थ भी नहीं है, तुम इतना भेजे में भरना भी नहीं चाहते, तुम अपने साथ ऑनेस्ट हो नहीं, ठीक है, तो तुम इतना भेजे में भरना भी नहीं चाहते, तो तुम वो सिंप्लिसिटी, वो बाइनरी में बड़े इंटरेस्टेड हो ताकि तुम अपनी गिल्ट रिडक्शन कर सको. और वो गिल्ट रिडक्शन तुम कैसे करते हो? ऑल आइज ऑन राफा से. वो गिल्ट रिडक्शन तुम कैसे करते हो? ब्लैक लाइव्स मैटर से. वो गिल्ट रिडक्शन तुम कैसे करते हो? सेव फलाना ढिमकाना से. दिस इज हाउ यू ऑपरेट. यू आर एज मच अ ज़ॉम्बी एज द नेक्स्ट पर्सन यू थिंक इज अ ज़ॉम्बी. You know, you can give countless examples from this very election. From this very election. जो लोग कल तक कह रहे थे EVM हैक है, वो कह रहे होंगे आज EVM हैक नहीं है. जो कल तक कह रहे थे EVM हैक नहीं है, वो कह रहे होंगे आज EVM हैक है. जो कह रहे थे हिंदी बेल्ट चूतिया है, वो आज कह रहे हैं हिंदी बेल्ट यूपी, राजस्थान, हरियाणा. और जो लोग हिंदी बेल्ट की तारीफ कर रहे थे, ये तो डिजर्व ही नहीं करते हैं जी. ठीक है, तुम समझो कि ये यू आर ऑल कन्वीनियंट थिंकर्स. यू आर नॉट ऑनेस्ट थिंकर्स. You think in conveniences, and your most convenient enterprise is guilt reduction and post hoc rationalization. You don't want to feel guilty for the world you live in because you don't want to believe you're a bad person. So you say all eyes on Rafah without knowing shit about either Rafah. None of you can point where bloody Gaza is on a map. You
Absolutely.
Don't know.
Absolutely.
You never met somebody from Palestine and heard their story. All you've seen is clips that show up on Al Jazeera. Right? You don't know. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. And the second thing that you want is post hoc rationalization, which is a series of event objects have happened, disparate events have happened, and I need to string them together in a story that suits me. Not that's true, not that will produce the most common good. There is no ethics involved. The only ethic you have is रात को मैं मुठ मार के सो सकूं. This is your truth. अब तुम अपने साथ कितने नंगे हो सकते तुम देख लो. But this is how the media perception of things is built, bro.
Right.
All you have to do is convince कि देखो भाई मैं righteous और कमजोर हूं. And I'm speaking this about Israel and Palestine, by the way. The entire media apparatus of Israel and Palestine is trying to convince you that we are the weaker one.
Right.
मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ, I have been to Palestine and I've been to Israel and I've had friends from both of those places and I've eaten dinner and drank alcohol and partied as well as like, you know, slept in houses of these people. I know this very, very deeply. I know people who've lost family on both sides. I'm telling you, I know people who've lost family in Iraq and I've lost people who've lost family in America fighting Iraqis. All of this. And I'm telling you, the entire apparatus of Israel and Palestine, media-wise, exists to prove we are the weaker ones. We are the helpless weaklings. Even Israel and even Palestine. That's it. And you are the gullible idiot who will buy one story over the other. Because you just don't want to feel bad about yourself. That's who you are.
Guilt washing. Right. That's true. सही कह रहा है. अब गाजा उस पे पॉइंट करना, तो ये पूछ ले कि हमास, लोगों से बस ये पूछ लियो कि हमास और गाजा में क्या फर्क है, हमास और लेबनान का क्या लेना देना इस चीज के बीच में. पीपल वुड बी. और
गाजा के अलावा पैलेस्टाइन को क्या कहते हैं? गाजा के अलावा उस एरिया का नाम क्या है?
अच्छा, जो गले में बांधते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं? पार्टी में तेरे को ये कह रहा हूँ, सिर्फ गले में वो जो आजकल सिंबल चल रहा है ना पूरी कैफिया जिसको बोलते हैं, ये पूछ ले भाई इसको क्या बोलते हैं. देयर हैव बीन मल्टीपल, वो होता है ना वॉक्स पॉप इंटरव्यूज.
अरे वॉक्स पॉप में वो फ्रॉम रिवर टू द सी का मतलब पता है? नहीं पता रिवर टू द सी का मतलब. नहीं
पता होगा ना, नहीं पता होगा. फ्रॉम रिवर टू द सी का तू छोड़ दे. अरे यार, द होल थिंग इज द सेम थिंग वाज गोइंग ऑन विद यूक्रेन रशिया टू. It's coming to close to what, 2 years now?
One of the most painful parts about having been in Israel and Palestine and actually having interviewed more people than I can count from both sides, like way more, right? Like I have notes somewhere. If I look them up, they might be on my phone, they might be on my iPad or on my docs, Google Docs. Bro, I would cry like, I probably cried twice on my trip because the helplessness and the profound pain that both sides have had is just insane, bro. And I'm not making this up. Like when you are sitting at किसी के घर बैठे हो ना तुम और उनके साथ खाना खा रहे हो, उन्होंने तुम्हारे लिए खाना बनाया, they're welcoming you in, and they just casually mention how painful it is to be them right now. And you realize you can do nothing about it when you're all of 21. You have this sort of messiah in you, you know, when you're that young. You've not been hardened by reality. Like something breaks inside you. And it happened more than once to me. I was just like, whoa, bro. It's tough. Because their life's really tough. And, you know, Nas from Nas Daily is actually is an Israeli Arab.
Yeah.
Right? He's an Israeli Muslim. And he had this beautiful line, I remember. He was talking about the issues. Like I used to think people who want war get killed. But I've realized it's people who want peace that get killed. Like he was talking about Shimon Peres and Rabin and all these sort of prime ministers in Israel who've been murdered. It's like these are the guys who were actually going to find a solution. And they were killed. Because it's a very complex solution. Very, very complex solution. Yeah. People don't know the history because it was not in pop culture. Americans probably do a little more than Indians. But 2 state, 3 state, 1 state, voting rights, you know, citizenship status, employment rights, water, all of these are part of this. Like it's a very complex equation. And there were many proposed solutions. There's the Oslo Accords. There's the Abraham Accords. It's a history, brother. Right? And damn. It kind of took some childhood out of me when I heard about, because it's just not comparable to, in its complexity, it's not as bad as, it's not comparable to Kashmir at all. Kashmir is a minimized complexity. Kashmir is painful, but it's minimized complexity. Israel-Palestine is very complex. Very complex. क्योंकि वो ऐसा है ना भाई, मतलब इस दीवार के पार ही पैलेस्टीनियन है, तो वहाँ से पत्थर फेंक के मारेगा, बम यहाँ फट जाएगा. वो वहाँ से नहीं कर सकते ना भाई, हमारे पास ये काम.
हाँ, see that's what the thing is. और मैंने देखा है कि जो outrage है वो बहुत selective है. It's extremely selective.
Convenient.
If you read about Congo, what's going on in Congo right now, children as young as 7 are mining lithium. ठीक है, जिससे lithium ion batteries बनती हैं, and if they are not doing it, their arms and legs are being chopped off.
And if they're mining lithium, they're poisoning themselves slowly with it.
वो तो है ही, it comes with, हाँ, lead poisoning है, वो तो है ही, वो तो आ ही रही है. वो तो इशू ही नहीं है.
Cobalt is a big one.
ठीक है, अब पॉइजनिंग तो ये इशू ही नहीं है. जैसे तूने बोला ना कि पॉइजनिंग है, अब ये तेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है बिकॉज यू आर अ लर्नड मैन, यू नो अबाउट व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन. अगर मैं किसी को बताता हूँ ना, वो बोलता अच्छा हाँ ये भी हो रहा है. मैंने कहा साले ये तो बाद में होना चाहिए, जो पहले है वो पॉइजनिंग है कि वो बच्चा 5-6 साल का वो माइनिंग में क्या कर रहा है एंड उनको
तू क्या बात कर रहा है? तू तो ये फिर भी एक माइनिंग और ये थोड़ा डिस्टेंट एग्जांपल है, द अज़ेरी अर्मीनियन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. आई यूज्ड टू डेट एन अर्मीनियन गर्ल फॉर अ वेरी ब्रीफ मोमेंट एंड शी वाज लाइक गॉर्जियस, राइट? मतलब मैं उससे मिला, आई वाज लाइक वाओ, व्हाट अ थिंग ऑफ ब्यूटी, लाइक गॉड्स ट्रूली साइड. आई डिडंट नो किम कार्दाशियन वाज आल्सो Armenian. It made sense.
Half Armenian.
It's just like beautiful, right? And so I'm walking into a date. Why I'm saying this is because I'm walking into the date enamored by how she looks. And I'm thinking this is going to be a fun time. We'll flirt, we'll joke, and we'll see where it goes from here. 20 minutes into it, partly because, you know, I'm a conversationalist, whatever that means. What ends up happening is she starts telling me about her pain of being Armenian. You know, we discuss a bunch of things. We discuss... And by a bunch of things, what I mean is we discuss Levon Aronian. If you don't know, he's a chess player who's moved to the US since, and he now plays for Team USA. And how she feels about Levon leaving Armenia, and how Armenia completely bullies Armenia, and how how Azerbaijan completely bullies Armenia and takes their territory, and Turkey supports Azeri, ये सब और इनके common lands और इनका वो. And Armenians will get steamrolled over. तू selective outrage की बात कर रहा है, यूक्रेन को सब भूल गए. अर्मीनिया की तो बात ही कभी शुरू नहीं हुई.
भूल गए, जबरदस्त तरीके से भूल गए. और तेरे को मैं बता रहा हूँ यही होता है, यही हर जगह यही होता है. इंटरनेट की ना फिश मेमोरी है लिटरली. एक हफ्ता कुछ ब्लो अप होगा फिर भूल जाएंगे बहन.
Noam Chomsky was Jordan Peterson's not a good comparison, but Noam Chomsky was the world's smartest man. He was branded the world's smartest man back in the day, if you know of him. Brilliant psychologist, eventually started talking politics. He created this concept called manufactured consent. Right? Manufactured consent was how does media and sort of the apparatus of the state create an environment where you say, हाँ ये तो होना ही चाहिए था, even though it is morally bad, right? And he painted several examples of that. Now we have manufactured attention spans. Like, bro, let me ask you something. It's going to blow your tits off. What happened to the Pune Porsche guy?
सब कुछ दब रहा है. Barely any news coming out.
Everybody
last
knew.
I read was mother taking the blood test.
Yeah,
that's it.
because you know why? Because then 4th of June happened and Modi ji barely won the election. And now that's what the news cycle's about. It's Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu, and not Pune Porsche crash. This is how the world works, brother.
Yeah.
And they knew it. They knew कि चल अभी तक हमें आग में पड़ना है, आग में पड़े रहो. सुन लो गालियाँ, सुन लो सारी गालियाँ सुन लो. अभी प्रेशर हम पे हाई है. एक दिन इलेक्शन खत्म होगा, अगले दिन हम लोग we are away from scrutiny. I'm telling you this, it is happening in front of your eyes right now, and you are forgetting it. You don't actually care about what happened.
No, nobody
you care
does.
about feeling
That's what I'm
bad.
saying.
That's what you care about. Talk about masculinity. You care about feeling bad about yourself. You care about not sleeping in your own pee. That's what you care about.
तो तू कब कर रहा है शादी का क्या ख्याल है तेरा?
भाई करवा दे.
नहीं अभी डेट कर रहा है.
तू दे दे दहेज मेरी बंदी की तरफ से.
दहेज जरूर
क्या कर रहा है यार? दहेज दे यार, बात मत बना.
तू अल्फा मेल है, देख ले. तू बहुत सारे लोग तेरे
अल्फा होते हुए मुंह पे बोल रहा हूँ, ओन कर रहा हूँ, फॉर्च्यूनर लूंगा.
अबे कर दी बस फरीदाबाद वाली बात कर दी. फॉर्च्यूनर. अरे भाई लेक्सस
मेरी बंदी भाई मैक्सिकन है. मेरे को एक पूरा कोकेन का खेत मिलेगा.
तो भाई मैं बता रहा हूँ कि the whole point of what do you think about the whole enterprise of नहीं कोकेन तो कोकेन वैसे किया तूने कभी किया तूने वैसे किया तो होगा तूने कोलंबिया. चल झूठ बोल रहा है
भाई. तू मेरी नाक चेक कर ले आके.
अभी थोड़ी लगाओ
मेरी नाक में आके बैठ जा.
किया तो मैं कोलंबिया में था तू यार. आई वाज
मेरे को तो पता भी नहीं कैसे करते हैं ऐसे.
दांतों
मेरे को नहीं आता भाई ये सब.
भाई दिल्ली में मुझे एक बंदे ने कराया था. एक बार मेरी शॉर्ट हो गए थे, ठंडे हो गए थे. उसके बाद मैंने कभी नहीं किया भाई. अबे साले गम्स पे लगाए थे. इट वाज अ हैरोइंग एक्सपीरियंस मैन. तूने भोला खाया कभी? 1 रुपए का भोला होता है. खाया कभी भोला मुनक्का?
होली पे खिला दिया था किसी ने भाई बहुत बुरा एक्सपीरियंस मेरे को
भाई. भयंकर.
आई एम नॉट अ बिग फैन ऑफ एडिबल मैरिजुआना.
सेम इट मैं भी भाई दारू वारू पी ली थोड़ा बहुत. आई कैन नॉट इवन हैंडल अ लॉट ऑफ गांजा स्मोकिंग अप. मेरे बस की वो भी नहीं.
व्हाट इज गांजा?
प्रकार कह रहा नहीं. मेरे चैनल का नाम प्रवचन है. तो मेरे साथ गलत चीजें जोड़.
नहीं मेरे को आई जस्ट डोंट नो व्हाट यू मीन बाय एनी ऑफ दिस.
कंप्लीटली ऑब्लिवियस. अरे सी व्हाट डू यू तेरा ओशो की तरफ भी मैंने काफी सुना है. What are some of the finest teachings that you have taken from Osho and applied them in your life?
Democracy
रोज लगा था कि नहीं?
is a rule of the people, by the people,
For the people.
for the people. But the people are retarded.
मैं बोलने वाला था, तूने बोल दी है बात. But the people are retarded.
But the people are retarded. Bro,
And we have an example.
अपनी बात मत कर, please.
भाई देख,
अपनी बात नहीं कर सकते.
भाई कमेंट्स में मैं देखो वो गेस्ट है मेरा, मेरे को
भाई
थोड़ा
शांत
oblige
अपनी
करना
बेइज्जती
पड़ेगा
कर रहा है,
बोल रहा
चैट ये कोई बात थोड़ी है. But the people, bro, Osho is legit. I mean, getting into Osho is getting into a whole well of sort of spiritual wisdom.
Absolutely true.
But honestly, I don't think there is a philosophical strand of Osho which you should sit in. You should not worry too much about the philosophy of it. You should get a technique down, and the technique is go sit in Vipassana. Don't talk chapad. I don't need that. You have never heard yourself. And once you go sit there, you'll begin to understand what he's saying much more. I'm actually speaking to his brother for a podcast. Uska jo youngest brother hai na, he's still alive. I'm seeing him next Monday. Actually coming Monday.
Nice.
I'm going to his ashram.
That's going to be sick. कहाँ पे है? पुणे या फिर where is it? Is it in Delhi?
सोनीपत. छोटा भाई हरियाणवी है.
अच्छा. So he's still carrying on the legacy. So he's still carrying on the legacy.
भाई शक्ल तो बिल्कुल वही वाली है उसकी. जैसी होनी चाहिए वैसी है भाई. वैसी हमारे गुरुजी जैसी शक्ल है बाकी.
ओशो भाई का पूरा नाम आगे लेके जाना है.
ओशो भाई ने बोला है ना, तो बैठ के फिर करना पड़ेगा.
तो लोगों ने
ज्यादा ना चपड़ नहीं करनी. 2 बीड़ी लेके आ मेरे लिए. 2 बीड़ी पियेंगे अपने.
वाइल्ड वेस्ट देखा तूने? देखा ही होगा
क्या?
वाइल्ड वेस्ट, the Netflix thing on Osho.
Of course. Right? Gore not able to digest anything other than Protestant Christianity. Yeah, I've seen that show.
Exactly my point.
Why is this not Jesus?
If this was Jesus, if he was white, if Osho was white, this was not happening.
No,
this
it would
was
have still
not
happened.
going to
You should look up what happened to Rael in France.
Waco. Have you seen Waco? Waco देखियो, उसमें भी एक ऐसे ही पूरा का पूरा वो एक alternative religion बनाता है अपना, which brings me down to जोन्सटाउन was one, ठीक है. और वैको भी एक ऐसा ही था जो जोन्सटाउन बन जाता लेकिन बना नहीं. दे स्टॉप्ड इट राइट देयर. दे किल्ड ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबॉडी गॉट किल्ड इन दैट थिंग. बच्चे थे सिर्फ शायद, और उस पर भी पूरी डॉक्यूमेंट्री है. बट दिस होल द वाइट पीपल बिगेटरी व्हेन इट कम्स टू, इफ इट्स नॉट जीसस इट कैन नॉट बी एनी अदर पर्सन, एंड इफ इट्स नॉट जीसस इट इज वी विल कम डाउन एंड नॉक यू डाउन. अभी नहीं तो कभी तो कर ही देंगे, वो वाला हिसाब है. Why do you think people were not accepting of Osho's teaching in India?
We are worse in certain ways. At least they have a garb of freedom to them. We don't even have that. We have a garb of offense. Matlab, let me put it like this. If the Indian discourse was an ass and the American discourse was an ass, the Indian discourse is the more sensitive ass. So you can just tickle it and it'll hurt. It's the more sore ass. And so he was not liked here because he was a philosophical revolutionary of sorts, right? And that didn't fit the preformed ideas of the ruling class, maybe even the popular class, because I wasn't alive for it, of people, especially within the religious framework. And India is tolerant of all religions, but it fights for its tolerance. Like, it fights to the point of tolerance. हम एक दूसरे को गाली देते रहेंगे पर कुछ करेंगे नहीं. Americans will not bother until they have to bother, and then they'll kill everyone. समझ रहा है? So there's a difference in sort of character. We'll be like, अबे तेरा religion गंदा, तेरा religion साले, और तेरा version of religion गंदा, ठीक है? पर हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे.
घर चले
और वो लोग और मतलब कर भी देंगे, ऐसी बात नहीं है, करने वाले कर भी देते हैं. बट वहाँ पे they will just not care about you. You are nothing and nobody until you're big enough to be handled. And then the FBI will swoop in.
Yeah, somehow FBI gets involved. Somehow FBI would come in, वो तेरे को धर लेंगे बहन कि अच्छा तू ये है, तू जीसस नहीं है. हाँ
मैं भी FBI हूँ.
भाई दीपक कलाल का जो कमबैक हुआ है ना, दीपक कलाल का, ऐसा कमबैक हनी सिंह का भी नहीं हो सकता.
मैं ना कल उसकी स्ट्रीम पे पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा था. जोगिंदर तू भड़ा है, ठीक है? ये उसका लहजा होता था पहले, अब उसने लहजा चेंज कर लिया है. जो तेरा चश्मा आंखों से गिर के तेरी नाक पे आ गया है, अब वो तेरे टट पे गिर जाएगा, इसको ऊपर कर ले।
भाई तू तो मिमिक्री आर्टिस्ट भी है। ये नहीं पता था किसी को।
नहीं, मेरे को सिर्फ एक दो पकड़ में आई है। मेरे को अभिजीत अय्यर पकड़ में आया था एक बार ही, मेरे को याद नहीं, वो दोबारा पकड़ना पड़ेगा। यू हैव टू नो दैट इजराइल इज अ कंट्री ऑफ फाइटर्स। ठीक है, देख थोड़ा थोड़ा पकड़ में आया था। एंड दीज गाइज आर क्रुक्स, दे विल नेवर लर्न। ठीक है, और दीपक
बच्चा ये मैं तो कह रहा हूँ, ये बच्चा रही है सारे के सारे। भाई मेरे पॉडकास्ट पे कह रहा, मैंने कहा भाई डू यू नॉट गेट हेटेड फ्रॉम योर ओन कम्युनिटी? कह रहा मैं तो कह रहा हूँ ये सारे बच्चा कारी है, मैं तो बैठा ही यहाँ पे हेट होने के लिए हूँ। भाई इट वाज,
यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग। ओके ओके, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड। हाँ, और तुमको
हाँ ब्रो, the thing, वो भिगो के मारता है बहन। That's what I completely appreciate and love about Abhijit. He's unabashed if you go his route, and he would not spare you. लेकिन यार तू एक बात देखना, दीपक कलाल का भाई लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में मेरे ख्याल दीपक कलाल नंबर 1 होना चाहिए इस टाइम। भाई उसने अल्फा मेल बन गया है वो, तूने जैसे अभी उसका मिमिक किया था ना, अब वो अल्फा मेल बन चुका है। अब वो आता है दारू बियर की बोतल और लड़की होती है जो उसका छुपा लगा रही होती है, ठीक है, लाइव पे आ जाता है वो, ठीक है। एंड ही इज लाइक कि जोगिंदर को कहता अपनी बहन की शादी तो दिखा दी, अब सुहागरात कब दिखाएगा? यार तूने देखा नहीं, इतना पॉपुलर है वो ये भाई। ओ भाई थारा भाई जोगिंदर भी भाई मोटी चमड़ी हो तो इन लोगों जैसी हो, सारा दिन गाली खाते हैं, नॉन स्टॉप कमेंट सेक्शन में गाली खाते हैं, एंड प्राउड ऑफ इट, दे आर प्राउड ऑफ इट। असली साइकोलॉजी तो ये पढ़ रहे हैं। मेरे को तो ये लग रहा है कि इनसे सीखो भाई। लोगों को लगता है बाबिल खान परेशान हो जाएगा 4 गाली खा के। जो थारा भाई
तो ये कहना चाह रहा है कि बाबिल खान और दीपक कलाल एक एक्सिस है, एक्स एक्सिस
काइंड ऑफ they exist on a spectrum. There would come a point.
There is a Cartesian duality. Guys, look, there is a Cartesian duality to Babil Khan and Deepak Kalal.
There would be मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ, I can bet you $1,000 on it. There would come a point where Babil Khan will completely revamp his image and come into the alpha male mode. Now that is the next step. He would become the Deepak Kalal of Bollywood.
Hey bro, you wanna consult me for PR? Because I'm looking for someone, man. Image building.
भाई I'm really bad at it. I'm extremely bad at image building. मेरे को जो मन में आता है मैं वो बोल देता हूँ.
I can see that.
I do my research and data. Yeah, I have been and I do not put any filters. So I've been into mushy waters because of this bullshit. Yeah. So but the thing is, भाई it's difficult. लेकिन I signed up for it, so I'm happy कि ठीक है. At least I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm spitting the same things that I think Prakhar is also thinking in his mind. But since ये मेरा guest है, I am trying to say what Prakhar is trying to say. So a lot of things coming out of
भाई
so
ये कैसा तू भाई मेरे मुंह से क्यों गाली दिलवा रहा है? मैंने कोई गाली नहीं दी, मैंने सिर्फ एक गाली दी है पूरे पॉडकास्ट में। मेरे पे बदला ये सब बातें तू, मैं बता रहा हूँ साले।
recent film कौन सी देखा है तूने? Recent film the completely blew you away.
I don't think I've seen a movie in forever.
Oh. You are an avid reader, right? Audiobook सुनता है?
No, I don't do any consumption right now. I'm not in consumption mode. I'm in production mode.
मेरे को बात बता, how does your daily routine function? How much is it fitness related? How much is it productivity related? How do you go about it?
So I wake up. I get out of bed. I go brush my teeth. I sometimes
कोल्ड बात के बिना नहीं चल सकती जिंदगी।
मैं तो भाई
अल्फा मेल ही नहीं है।
मैं नहीं हूँ अल्फा मेल भाई, मैं मेल ही नहीं हूँ। मैं तो बोला ही नहीं मेरा जेंडर क्या है। फिर मैं
ये हुआ असली कोलंबियन ग्रेजुएट।
Generally I will go work out and then from there I'll go to work. I'll stay at work. I'll come back and I'll try a second workout. It's too hot to try a second workout, so that's not happening. Generally go play badminton or something. And then evening mein I try and hang out with my family. I have to make 2 phone calls a day to my long distance girlfriend, and those are sort of segments I have to be available on the phone, you know. And so that happens, family happens. And then I watch, I would play video games, but almost all my friends are leaving now, so there's going to be no video games उसी से मिलने जाना है अभी because उसकी one of the last few nights here. And then I just play video games, watch some television, go to sleep, and then wake up. I've been trying to fix my sleep, which is why I wear these glasses because my sleep's very f***ed up. It's been up forever, and this has really been helping. Like I've been able to fall asleep because of these glasses the last 2 days.
Really?
तो मैं
Are
अंधेरा
these
होते
the
ही
UV blue light thing?
Yeah, blue light. अंधेरा होते ही मैं पहन लेता हूँ. And by the time it's midnight, I'm falling asleep on my own. You have no idea how long I've been on melatonin because I could not
I
fall
was just going
asleep.
to ask you. Right.
Because वो 3-4 बज जाते थे भाई सोते सोते खुद से, वो भी किसी तरीके से मुश्किल से, राइट?
तेरा सर्केडियन रिदम पूरा का पूरा सर्केडियन रिदम हिला हुआ होगा ना तेरा?
अब ठीक हो गया.
मतलब मैं ठीक हो गया.
पिछले 2 दिन से 12 बजे खुद से सोया हूँ, 8 बजे खुद से उठा हूँ. मेरी बात समझ रहा है? So I'm trying to fix my sleep. I was trying to fix a lot of my health markers, including how heavy I have become. Life has sort of fallen in a way where I'm not particularly happy about the way I look. And I'm going to pursue it. So I'm fasting now, and fasting's really come to help. लगता है आंधी आ रही है. एक तो साला दिखता कुछ नहीं है ना इस चश्मे के साथ.
सोने के चक्कर में अंधा हो.
मैंने बोला आवाज तो आई पर कुछ दिखा ही नहीं.
दिखा नहीं कुछ भी.
फिर उसके अलावा I've been fasting and I've been really enjoying fasting, and which is also the other concern is my eating window is about to end, so I need to fuck the fuck off.
Right.
And
anything
so
that works for you, brother.
Yeah, it's a discipline thing. It's a discipline thing. And I'm having a lot of fun sort of grounding myself in Faridabad. I fly to Bombay very often. That's pretty fun because there's work to do there, friends there. And yeah, man, I get to meet people like yourself. It's so much fun having conversations, especially the ones where the host is a little unhinged. And then, you have to be a little careful on his behalf.
Bhai, where was I unhinged throughout the podcast?
No, I'm just joking, bro. I'm just giving you a brand, bro.
Bhai, I'm so... Yeah, I'm
मैं ही unhinged हूँ. किसी को बुला के गाली थोड़ी देते हैं, भाई.
Bhai, I wanted to have this conversation with you because I knew Prakhar would speak his mind.
Yeah.
Like, he has to hold back, but he's very clear with his thoughts. You rarely come across people who would articulate their thoughts as well as you do, and I'm not even half the avid reader that you are. I'm telling you, I don't read, and I have been thinking कि यार जैसे अब मैं तेरे से ये सीख के जा रहा हूँ.
ये सब नकली किताबें हैं.
वो तो चलता है यार, थोड़ा बहुत दिखाना पड़ता है. But the way you speak, you know that you're coming from a point of view of knowledge. अब मैं बहुत टाइम से कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I have started to listen to a lot of audio books now, but मेरा सुबह जो वॉक होता है 1-1.5 घंटे का, उस पर मेरा जो रोगन ही चल रहा होता है मोस्टली. एंड्रू ह्यूबरमैन और जो रोगन और एनी बॉडी बिल्डिंग पॉडकास्ट दैट गेट्स मी क्लोजर टू व्हाट आई डू अदरवाइज. So yeah, bro, it was fantastic meeting you, brother.
The pleasure's mine. Bro, do not mind any of the bullshit I said. I'm just a monkey, I just do my monkey shit.
क्या?
नहीं वैसे कह रहा हूँ यार.
I loved it.
Humble हो भाई, humble खा ले मेरा.
थोड़ा सा होना पड़ता है ना भाई humble, but it was great.
मैं क्या करूँ, फेक इमेज भी तो बनानी है इंटरनेट पे.
भाई बाबिल खान है भाई, मैं बता रहा हूँ, तू छुपा हुआ बाबिल खान है.
मेरे से सॉफ्ट कोई आदमी नहीं है, आके चेक कर ले.
भाई मैं कोकेन कम किया कर. तेरे को नींद नहीं आ रही तो झूठा उठाए चश्मा. अभी पॉडकास्ट करेगा चश्मा ऊपर.
तू बोलता दूर से है, तू चेक कुछ नहीं करता. तू चेक कुछ नहीं करता.
अगस्त में आ रहा हूं मैं.
अगस्त में तू मेरी नाक के अंदर बैठेगा, मैं तेरे को नाक के अंदर बिठाऊंगा अपनी, और नाक के अंदर एक बाल गिनवाऊंगा, और उस पर तेरे को कुछ भी दिख गया ना तो तू मेरा नाम बदल दियो. मेरा नाम दीपक कलाल कर दियो. ठीक है, मैं तेरे को प्रॉमिस कर रहा हूं.
तुम्हें you don't know anything. तुम्हें नहीं पता है. तुम
own a woman.
अगर उसके पीरियड्स आते हैं ना, तो मैं उसको चॉकलेट ला के दूंगा, उसको मैं अजीनो मोटो खिलाऊंगा, चाउमीन ला के दूंगा. अरे बहन के मेरे को ये बात नहीं समझ.
Sam Boxer wants to know your location. चल bro, I have to head out. ठीक है.
Love you, brother. Thank you for taking out the time, brother.
The pleasure is mine, my bro.
And we gotta do it something like this.